Yo, 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 yo. Welcome into a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. It's a little two-stepping Tuesday today, and we busy, man. We got to talk everything from college basketball. How about that tang last night? Did y'all get some good tang last night? Did you get some good tang? Because what did I tell you yesterday? Put it all on the tang.
Some what?
Jerome Tang.
Oh, Jerome Tang. I do like Jerome Tang.
Dude, my boy was dropping it. Kansas State, but Utah.
I don't know about you sometimes.
They
with
did
that
win.
Tang, you know?
They did win the game, but it's okay. It's okay. Damn, Tang got to 69. Did you notice?
About that.
How about that? But we have a little basketball from last night. We got a little bit of more because you know what today is, don't you?
Tuesday.
It's SEC Tuesday. Tuesday, Wednesday are for the SEC. You got Florida, them Gator boys at the crib tonight against Oklahoma. Oklahoma been struggling. Gator boys looking pretty good. Speaking of the Gator boys, we're going to talk a little bit about the coaches of the year. Because right now, I'm just sitting there wondering, there's so many good ones right now who are tearing it up, from Rick Pitino with what he's doing at St. John's. Plus,
Pat Kelsey.
Pat Kelsey's might have the greatest quote of the year at Louisville. And by the way, the Louisville basketball team, the way Notre Dame, they beat the brakes off this
That's
weekend.
right.
Of course, I had Louisville. It was great. I love Pat Kelsey. He went Ricky Bobby and talked about how hot his wife was and how great his life is. Also, like the mask. Did you see my man's mask for Louisville?
I did. Yeah, no, he looks like
Bane.
Bane. Yeah.
I didn't even know who Bane was until I saw
Dark
the
Knight.
mask.
Yeah.
Bane. That was awesome. And then the other little homie who's so good at basketball with the big old fro, but he has a little bit of yellow in it.
Chucky Hubbard.
Thank you. Chucky doing his thing.
John, I know I've been talking a lot. I'm not producing your show for anybody who's curious. Darian is here, but I
But
have
it's nice
something
to hear from you today,
I have
Mr.
something to
Dacus.
share for you, and it's not basketball related at all, which might be a surprise.
Whoa.
So it's supposed to snow tonight, right? Everyone's talking about the snow. We're supposed to get some ice, some snow.
Thank you for reminding
what's going
me.
on. How about this, John? Let It Snow. You know the song? Oh, the weather outside is frightful.
Yeah, it's
You know
kinda
that song?
Christmassy.
Not a Christmas song. It's a snow song. Not a Christmas song. It's a winter song. Snow song. Not a Christmas song.
Really?
Not one mention of anything Christmas in that song. Listened to it last night. Nothing Christmas in it. Go argue with the wall.
It does kind of feel, though, Christmas.
It does, right? I mean, everyone puts it on their Christmas albums. They only play it on the radio at Christmas. Not a Christmas song. It's
More
a winter song.
Christmas.
It's a snow
More
song.
Christmas, Die Hard.
Let it snow.
Or
I mean,
Let
it's a
It
great,
Snow.
great question, John. It's
I
a
know
great
it's-
question. Die Hard. I mean, Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
I mean,
Let It Snow is not a Christmas song. It is a winter song, a snow song.
it ain't
Argue with the wall.
Christmas until Hans
Thank you, Darian.
Gruber is dropped from Nakatomi.
Yeah, but they're having a Christmas party. They're doing all these Christmassy things. They're singing Christmas carols. Let it snow. It's just snowing outside. It can snow anytime. Not have to be Christmas.
And John
Argue with the wall.
McClane, was just like such a great character. But everybody forgets, man, the dude down in the limo. You remember the dude in the limo?
No.
Oh my God, he's like my favorite character in Die
I like
Hard.
the cop in Die Hard.
The little young dude who's just
he's
chilling
also
and
from Family
enjoying
Matters.
life.
He's also the cop father. In
Oh, the
Family
fat
Matters.
dude.
Yeah, Darian just nailed it. Yeah, big guy. Mm-hmm. I didn't want to talk about his size, but
Well,
that is how you describe him. You know.
that is, I guess, a question since it's getting cold out there and we're going to have some snow, they say. Hopefully, I don't know if you know this, I'll be here no matter what.
That's right. We'll be here.
Your dad probably thinks I'm a child. Last time it snowed, I came in doing donuts around what I thought was Dacus.
It wasn't. It was my father. Because my father, how about this? My father, since he purchased the vehicle I drive, he takes ownership of it and
I
has
get it.
four-wheel drive. So he says, that's my truck. When it's snowing, I'm taking it. I said, all right. So then you said you're a child. Then it's like I'm a child because you're dropping me off at work like I'm 16 years old.
Mine was
15
more
years
for my
old.
behavior.
Yeah.
Because like I came in hot and
Doing
did donuts
donuts,
around y'all on the
yeah.
ice in my car.
That's right.
And he was like, "Who the hell is that?"
That's exactly what he said.
And you said John, and he said makes sense.
Makes sense. Makes complete sense.
Now, we're going to make a lot of sense of what we get to see tonight. Again, SEC basketball. We're going to be gambling like a bunch of maniacs. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're going to be talking about some coaches. We're also going to talk about some of the other big games that are going on around the SEC tonight plus tomorrow. Got to bring up what Penny said yesterday. He said he takes all the blame. That was the worst. That's some of the worst coaching he's done at the end of a basketball game in a long time. I will talk about his comments, of course, get your opinions as the Tigers don't play till, they're off till Sunday at 1 o'clock against FAU back here at the Crib. So we got all kinds of basketball today to touch on. Speaking of basketball, I'm very disappointed in myself. Do you know yesterday was Michael Jordan's birthday? 62nd birthday?
Yeah, man, he's the GOAT, right?
Well, why didn't y'all remind me?
Thought you knew.
Well, I'm going to have to celebrate his birthday by
He's not a little person, so I guess Mike doesn't count in your book, right?
No, I still love him. I love the LPPL, Little People Polo League. I love the LPL, the Little People League. I love little people, but MJ, I'm going to show you how much bigger he is than LeBron. I will bring some LeBron slander to make sure everybody knows MJ's still the GOAT. I also bring Stephon Marbury's quotes. Did you hear about him talk about LeBron?
Starberry's talking.
By the way, you also had man, I got so much comments like from other professional players who say, I don't even know how we're comparing LeBron to MJ when he from the mid like he can't shoot the basketball.
We're past
His
it, aren't we, though,
mid-range
John?
game is 37% for his career. That's pathetic.
Yeah, but aren't we past the? They are very much so.
No, because
comparable.
Kobe's better than LeBron still
I agree.
to this day. 100%.
They are
So if
comparable,
you can't
though.
pass Kobe, how the hell you going to be compared to MJ? It's called Blitz Media. He always tries to get some love.
You know what? I'd like to kin this to Mahomes, Montana, and Brady. You got Mahomes, Montana, and Brady on one hand, Kobe, LeBron, and MJ on the other. It's comparable.
Wrong. We'll get into it, Darian, because I'm going to get your opinions today. I'm going to love
And
it.
I'm
too.
not a Mahomes guy, but it is comparable.
We're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about Doug Gottlieb. You know who that is?
Yeah, we don't do Doug Gottlieb here.
LeBron's went after Doug, and I got to say, I love what LeBron did. That was cool. I'm definitely going to.
Good job. He's the
I'm
biggest
here for
Tigers
that.
hater.
I mean, Doug and his little basketball team started the season 2 and 3, and now they've lost 20 straight basketball.
And he
games.
lost to the Division III school, too, as well.
Yeah, that he also said was nobody.
Yeah, it was nobody. On air, and they played it over and over again. So, we don't do Doug Gottlieb in the M-Town, buddy.
Oh, we're going to do some slander.
Oh, yeah, good job. Yeah.
I'm going to do some slander on Doug.
Because I
Doug. I'm going down on some Doug, man. Not like that, though. Ugh. Sorry. Already said I'm going down and talked about Tang earlier. Lord. It's going to be one of those days. NCAA football news I got for you. I'm going to talk to y'all about Deion Sanders. Saw a couple great articles. I love paying attention to what Prime's doing up there in Colorado. He made a lot of sense to me the other day listening to, of course, he loves doing a little talking. He did a lot of talking yesterday about the way he deals with recruiting. Like everybody out there feels like you got to send your coach to that family's crib and convince mama to let their child come to Colorado or to whatever university. And Deion said, man, what you talking about? I recruit full-grown ass men. I don't need to go to their house. I don't need to convince mama. These are full-grown ass men getting paid. I actually agree 100%.
You should know how they feel, though. You have a national champion in the house. They didn't come bring the bag on the hardened table and sit it there and say, can we please have your daughter?
That's a great question. They did do a lot
Should
of
have got a little NIL, baby.
She, man, like I'm shocked. The way college sports has changed, not just for the creme de la creme, when it comes to the football team and the basketball team and now the baseball team, but it trickled all the way down into volleyball, women's basketball, cheerleading. Like all the sports are now getting taken care of. It is definitely a new day. And then another little sidebar, speaking of that, I got to talk about what's going on with my man Greg Sankey. Most powerful person in college basketball, you would say, right? I mean college football, sorry. Damn, got hoops on the head. Greg Sankey, you would say, is the most powerful dude in college football. And right behind him is probably Tony Petitti. He is the Big Ten commissioner. And they've been hanging out down in New Orleans, probably eating some beignets, drinking those badass Bloody Marys that I got at the Carousel Bar. You think they went to any shake junts?
No, they probably went to Manning's. Everybody got to go to Manning's, man.
Yeah. There's so many things to go down there. You don't think
They're rich guys in
You don't think they
brothels.
hit up like Tipitinas and stuff?
Yeah, like you said, they're the rich guys in the brothel.
That'd be pretty cool. But they've been down there talking about the future of college football. And let me tell you something. Some of the stuff that's been coming out, they are mapping out their own path, and it's basically the path for the Big Ten and the SEC to reign supreme. We'll discuss that. We kind of touched on it a little bit yesterday with Jake Crane. A little bit more has come out. So we got NCAA football. We got NCAA basketball. We got to talk about Penny and the Tigers. SEC Tuesday, Wednesday. A lot of great games. And we got to talk about the college. You know, the Underwear Olympics is a week away. Did you know that?
The Undies Olympics.
Mm-hmm. You know what that is, baby. That is the NFL Combine. We're going to talk about some people who are shooting up the draft board. I mean, damn, Jackson Dart. Like, you got a lot of people saying that he won't get past pick number 7. That means 3 quarterbacks going in the top 3. We'll discuss that. We're going to talk about a whole lot of quarterback situations because there is about let's say in this off season, every team, you know, every year there's a few teams looking for quarterbacks, right? Every year. And this year it feels like there's a lot because, one, Pittsburgh's got questions. You got Las Vegas who needs a quarterback. New Orleans, Carolina. I mean, like, I don't know if they sold on Bryce Young. Tennessee, definitely. Both New York teams. You got also Cleveland Browns and their mess with Deshaun Watson. They need some new blood. So there's a lot of teams out there looking for some quarterbacks. We will discuss them. And a few guys that I feel like are going up, like raising the charts, that are people are just like, I feel like they're being released as smoke screens. Like Tyler Sowell for Louisville. He might be 6'5" and have a big arm and everything, but man, he played a lot of ball and you've seen he's very erratic. We'll talk some NCAA football. We got it all. And then we got crazy Hardwood today. Howie Roseman, did you see he got hit with a beer?
Is that why his eye was all swollen? and
Yep.
whatnot?
We got Serena and Drake news, by the way. Serena's a liar. I also didn't know that Drake put Serena Diss in there and talked about how her husband's a groupie. We'll get into all that stuff and so much more. And, Elon, did you know he had another baby with another woman?
Did he?
Yeah, man. Saw that out this morning. I was like, damn, that dude has lots of kids, man.
I mean, he only has like $380 billion.
I'm-
You know, he can give
I think
everyone in the world $1 billion and still have like 300 and
a million, maybe.
no, $1 billion. It's 8 billion people in the world.
So,
He has
Wait.
$380 billion.
but 8 times a billion is more than 400 billion, Holmes.
Is it?
Yeah.
Not if you give 8 billion. Yeah, you're right. Ain't it?
Yeah, because 8 times 10 is 80 million.
Well, yeah, he couldn't
I mean,
take care of
80
everybody.
billion.
But he's just so much money. Like, it gets you confused. Like, so much money, you get confused. Like, my goodness, he's an alien, right?
I mean, I ain't going to lie to you. If I was a woman, I'd have his baby. You don't got to
Would
do
you?
nothing the rest of your life.
You have his baby.
I'd be like, yo, man, whatever you do, make sure one of them things gets to my egg because I'm going to be set the rest of my life.
It'd be an AI baby.
Dude, they definitely, like, I wonder, like, do you have to, like, sign a thing like prenup before if you're going to have a baby with Elon? Do not put a chip in my kid's brain.
Yeah, you'd have to do it.
I'd be like, dude, I don't want no damn chip in my brain. I don't even know how I got here. Oh, yeah, because I got baby news with Elon.
With Elon.
Yeah, he got some wild stuff going on. But to open things up, and I also have some baseball news, by the way. Did I tell you that?
Good. Baseball season is here.
I'm looking forward to a little bit of baseball. But yeah, I got a whole bunch of stuff out there that we got to get to. But back to some of the quarterback talking that's been going around, of course. And you got Cam Ward, who, you know, I really don't understand some of the people who don't believe Cam Ward is going to be somebody that's, like, I think very effective in the NFL. And a few reasons I say that. One is he has a little Baker Mayfield in him. If you're like, what are you talking about? He has a little Baker Mayfield. He's not small as Baker. No, but do you know how Baker had to like work his ass off and beat everybody in front of him and continue to prove himself and still has to continue to prove himself today? Has that chip on his shoulder? Baker does he not?
Oh yeah,
Cam Ward's got a little bit of that. Did you see him when him and Shador Sanders were throwing and he was talking all that ish?
Yeah.
Did you hear about? I mean, this guy wasn't recruited out of high school. The different stops that he had to make to get to where he is, prove himself year in and year out.
He's gonna make them pay and all that. You know,
dude,
how many times have you heard that, John?
Bro, but like Cam, like, are you?
You believe him? That's the only question: is do you believe him or not?
Yes.
Okay.
And how can you not? To be honest with you, let's just kind of compare Cam Ward, who I said has a little bit of Baker Mayfield in him, right? I feel like that's something that he's got that chip on his shoulder. I also feel like you have to also remember Cam Ward, this is a guy who, you know, if you go back in time and you look at Bryce Young in the C.J. Stroud draft, I thought it was simple to go with a C.J. Stroud. But Cam Ward had a better college career. Look at his numbers the last year at Miami. C.J. Stroud was really good. Somehow Bryce Young went before him. Look how good C.J. Stroud's been in the National Football League. He's a little bit better athlete even than C.J. Stroud, even though he ran in the playoffs against Kansas City. Like, I would say that Cam Ward, for me, I would be comfortable as taking a C.J. Stroud back then or as I am a Cam Ward this year. The dude's also, by the way, let's real. He's a more athletic, by the way, Baker Mayfield with a huge chip. He's very accurate. Is he not accurate?
Oh, yeah.
He can spin the jump, right? I don't know, man. Like, he's gone head to and by the way, think about his career when he played at Washington State. He played now at Miami, but remember when he was at Washington State, he went against like people like Caleb Williams, Bo Nix, Michael Penix Jr., Shador Sanders. Like the dude went toe to toe with every one of those guys, and I never once watched those games and said, "Oh man, those guys are so much better than Cam Ward." I was more like, "Damn, look at this kid spin the ball. He's athletic. He has real good feel in the pocket. Great touch on his deep throws." Like, I'm starting a little bit more like Cam Ward as a very simple number 1 overall pick, and maybe Tennessee just don't be stupid and don't mess this up and go grab him. You got Will Levis. I'm coming around to Cam Ward. I really am. You think I'm crazy, don't you?
No, I'm still trying to do this billion math.
Oh, you over there still doing
I don't know if this is for hardwood or not, but how can it not be 8 billion? Someone said the math was wrong.
What, 8 billion people, if you gave 8 billion people just $10, okay? That's $80 billion out your pocket. You gave 8 billion people $100. That's $800 billion. He ain't got $800 billion.
That's what I'm talking about. Thank you, Hart.
Man, don't even I'm over here, man. You need me to do your taxes? Hit me up.
Taxes.
I got you. Got to break me off a little bit, though. I can do taxes.
You had me in knots for a minute.
Now, one texter who I like this, he said Josh Rosen said the same thing. Look how that turned out.
Oh, yeah, I love that one. Yeah.
I was never huge on Josh Rosen. I mean, my man,
I didn't like his pouty
spent more
face.
time. Yeah, he spent more time in a jacuzzi in his damn dorm room than he did like practicing football.
He was just like
He was
Judge Manziel,
soft.
too. He was already rich,
And
too.
what chip did he have? Yeah, he went straight as one of the number 1 quarterbacks out of high school, period, straight to UCLA.
His folks were loaded, too, so he wasn't motivated, man. He
Dude.
was rich either way.
I like what you're saying. Thank you. But yeah, I'm sorry. I've never been a big Josh Rosen. I wasn't when he came out
Body
of
language
UCLA.
was horrible. Like, just horrible.
And again, like this is a guy in Cam Ward who made some. I mean, I'll never forget that fourth quarter against Cal. That's some of the best quarterback play I've seen all season. I don't remember a better single quarter by anybody in the country. No, I ain't gonna lie. The first half was pretty bad, but damn,
first
that
half was
fourth
bad.
quarter was nasty. And then the other one, man, Jackson Dart. Everybody and their grandmother now. I mean, this is like almost like this is where the the numbers earlier when we were talking about the quarterbacks. I mean, early in December, remember we were looking at the futures and Jackson Dart was the 5th? Now he's the betting favorite to be the 3rd. And he's even favored to go now in the 1st round on the markets. He also, think about it, beat people like Jaden Daniels and Carson Beck, Will Levis, Lenora Sellers, Drew Alar.
How big is he?
I think he's like 6'2", 6'2 and a half, probably about a good thick 230. Boy, he's got a base like you wouldn't believe. Why don't you do me a favor and Google it? Or ask AI. I heard the kids don't even Google anymore. They just ask the AI people. But, man, there's also a few scouts out there that say that they feel more comfortable with Dart over, which I think is crazy, Ward or Sanders. I'm not that – I like Dart. I still remember that 4th quarter at Florida. You know, come on, man.
You are a historic beacon of light. He is 6'2", 225.
It's just wild. It's just like I said, man, I see things a little different. You know what I'm saying? The word boob, how we talked about that yesterday.
You made me see the light on him.
I'm just telling you, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I said it yesterday. I think it's so significant and serious it should be said again. Just write it down. If you're like not in the car, write down capital B, O, O, B. Put a line between the B and the O, and then the second O and the B and the small one, and that's 3 views of boobs. Top view, like if you're standing on a deck and looking down, and you're walking, a lady's walking by, that's what a capital B looks like, right?
Yep.
Top view. Look at 2 O's. What is that? Frontal view. The last B. What is that? Side view. Person who came up with that word is a genius. Can you think of another word that does that?
Not quickly.
I
Nope.
can't. If anybody can figure it out, 901-360-8255. Maybe find out whoever invented that word, because we need to put him up there with Einstein.
Well, you know, your texter hit you back yesterday. What did he say? The Commodores, wasn't it?
That's
Brick
34,
House.
36.
Yeah, he said Brick House was the first time he, kind of heard that.
Wait, what is it? 24, 36?
Yeah, it's something like that.
I need the numbers. I can't remember. But there's some great numbers out there. Man, now you got me thinking about women and boobs. Thanks, Darian. Thank you. We are going to take a time out. I'm going to pay a few bills. We're going to come back. We've been talking a little bit about the NFL. I got a few more nuggets and notes. We got T. Higgins. It looks like they might franchise tag him. Got to talk about Micah Parsons in Dallas. I got a little bit of cleaning up, because we got to talk a little National Football League news. 12 o'clock, though, we're going to be breaking down tons of college basketball. 12:30, I got Hardwood, because it feels so good. And I'm going to close out with some gambling. You ready to bet today?
Oh, yeah, I'm back in the game.
Let's do it. We're going to rock. We're going to fire. We're going to win some money. 36.
24.
Nope. 34, 26, 34. Oh, baby, you know she's a bread.
They hit you back with it, John.
34, 26, 30. Man, I love that. That's what I'm talking about right there. We got to take a time out. Back in 2 Shake Sports 56, 98, 5 FM.
Broadcasting from the Family Business Studio, we are Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Elwood Shack and the Lowe's parking lot on summer just keeps getting bigger and better. Bigger because now there's a second Elwood Shack at 4040 Park across from the University of Memphis. And better because you can get breakfast every day at both Elwood. There's the barbecue breakfast burrito, even beef brisket or pork shoulder, and pancake biscuits made fresh daily. Real house-made pancakes, apple and bacon, French toast, and more. And the new Elwood's even has a real coffee bar serving fresh roasted J. Brooks coffee. Elwood Shack, now in 2 locations and open every day for you.
Ken Garland, you are in your 72nd year of business. Your son William is now joining you. What do you think is the key to your longevity in the building business?
My dad started the business in 1965, and I think being on the job sites daily and being accessible to homeowners has been a key to our success.
You guys have a work ethic, as you like to say. You're not hiring people to be on the site. You guys are there every day.
We interact with the subcontractors multiple times a day on each job site. I think that has been a key as well. well as using the same subcontractors 20 plus years in most cases.
When you talk about materials, what is the first thing you're thinking about when somebody comes to you to build a home?
You know, we're just trying to meet the expectations of the client and the homeowner and the architect and give them what their dream is.
When you get a Ken Garland home, what do you guarantee?
We'll be there after the job is finished. We're still accessible to all our clients.
Now I need to know, how do I get a hold of Ken Garland?
You can reach us at kengarland.com.
It's the Mitsubishi Motors Spring Sales Event at Gossett Mitsubishi on the Pike. 2024 Mitsubishi Mirage. We Gossett. $249 a month or buy for $18,410 gets 43 MPG. 2024 Mitsubishi Outlander Plug-in Hybrid PHEV. Compare to Mazda CX-90. Better range, better warranty, and we Gossett at $299 per month or buy for $42,900. Ready to upgrade your ride? Get 2024 Mitsubishi Outlander. $399 a month or buy for $29,460. Plus, get peace of mind with Mitsubishi's 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Get to Gossett Mitsubishi today to start your year off right. 1870 Covington Pike and 24/7 at MemphisMitsubishi.com.
If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motor Cars.
MSRP 18410, PHEV RZO 59821, MSRP 489, Outlander RZO 67325, MSRP 33210, includes all rebates and incentives, PF 895, excludes tax title license. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through end of the month.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny's Radio.
She knows she's got everything that a woman needs to get a man. Yeah, yeah. How can she lose with the stuff she used? 36, 24, 36. What a winning hand, 'cause she's a baby.
Yeah. I love that.
There you go right there, a little 36-24.
36, 24, 36. Pacow.
Put some emphasis on that thing, didn't
Yeah. Bring it. Man, you know what? How do you become a judge, like, for a beauty pageant? Like, what are the qualifications?
I think just being popular, John. Just to be honest, I mean, you have more than enough followers and fan base to do so.
Man, I wish they had.
I don't think you have to apply. There's no application.
I missed the 90s. Like, again, I mentioned that Club La Vila place down. Like, the wet tea contests were off the chain back then. I don't even know if they do those anymore.
Hooters used to have judges and stuff like that, those wet T-shirt deals. But I don't think you had to apply, though.
Hooters is like, they've been closing them suckers down a lot.
Yeah. Wives of not letting these guys enjoy their times.
It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Now, we got to get to a little bit of sports, if you know what I'm saying. But I did want to remind you, I know a lot of people out there is cold. It's going to be like snowing and stuff. And you're thinking to yourself, dadgummit, man, I got work to do. Like, I don't need this snow to come in here. I got to sell my house. Or I'm looking to buy a house. Well, calm down. I got you. Reach out to Margie O'Neill. She's at RE/MAX, baby. Yes, sir. The RE/MAX experts got you. You just all you got to do is real simple. Just go to margie.o'neill. That's margie.o'neill at remax.net. Or give her a call, 901-685-6000. Your new home could be really, really easy. Just check her out. Now, NFLs. We've been talking a little bit about the National Football League and all this stuff that's going on around quarterbacks and wide receivers and just like everything. Like it's just been, a whole lot. Plus we got free agency stuff we got to get onto and hit. But I got to ask a question because I just saw this. Did you see it during the break? I saw Detroit made another hire. Did you see this?
Ooh.
So y'all remember my boy David Shaw when he was over at Stanford from like 2010 to I think 2022?
Yep, I want to say that was Gerhardt's guy, if I'm not mistaken.
John Morton. He's now the new offensive coordinator in Detroit. He was. This was announced. I can't remember. I just found out about it the other day, so a little bit earlier. But now the pass game coordinator is going to be my man David Shaw, who won 4 Pac-12 Coach of the Year awards, Hadn't coached in the NFL since 2005, but when he did, I mean, he was with the Baltimore Ravens as the receiving coach. Before that, he was a quarterbacks coach. And I'm just going to tell you something. Like, you talk about two dudes who just land some really, like, if you're John Morton and David Shaw, are you not fired up? This team, remember, they won 15 games last year. If they didn't lose basically their whole defense, they wouldn't have gone out like that. And they did also run into a freak in Jaden Daniels who just was filthy. But that is an offense that you want a piece of. I mean, you got the running backs going down. You got the offensive line. And I don't care what anybody says. Jared Goff is a good quarterback.
Yep. Undeniable now.
Now, did he go, did he turn the ball over like a maniac? Yup. I still blame that on Ben Johnson. Like, why did you abandon, like, who you were? Had a couple bad plays, couple bad turnovers. Hand the damn football off to Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery and let your offensive line do it. Then go play action to Amon-Ra St. Brown and Jamison Williams. Like, Ben Johnson got way too cute.
They got him a head coaching job, John.
Man, I still don't think it's going to be a good job for him because I think in Chicago, man.
I knew that was going to trigger you.
You know, I don't like, I'm sorry. Leaders, listen. Like, I understand, like, there's a vacuum. And what I mean by that is like, right now when you look at the National Football League, it's not like you have just a million great leaders of men. At least I don't think so. And if you don't have a great leader, people are still going to follow a fool. You know what I'm saying? And Caleb Williams, he needs, and I mean needs, not just a fresh start, a new outlook on everything, figure out how to get his confidence back. I mean, he played great at times, he played terrible at times. And it's the Bears.
Is he the worst new hire for coaches? Of all the guys that got jobs?
I mean, listen, he's an offensive genius, but I don't see him as a leader of men like Sean McVay. He's an offensive genius, and yes, he's great at what he designs, but sometimes he does get too cute, and he's so goofy.
But with his class, there are actually a lot of guys that are his peers. If you look at it, Kellen Moore, Brian Schottenheimer.
Kellen Moore's a goofball.
You think so?
Oh,
Carroll is out of his league, obviously. Liam Cohen is in his league.
Liam Cohen's a goofball.
Aaron Glenn.
How did I open this up? If you look around the National Football League right now, you don't have a lot of leaders of men. And again, when you hire people who are, great at one thing, but they are not great at the most important thing and that's bringing a team together, identifying, letting your coaches, lead the team. And y'all all know, like, everybody in that locker room should know what the hell to expect. I don't think you're going to have that with Ben Johnson. And again, if you ain't being led by a man, you're going to be being led by a fool because fools be following folks.
So you love the Vrabel Patriots hire. Then, right?
Love it.
Okay, good. What about Carroll? What do you like about Carroll?
So, you know what? I've doubted Pete Carroll too many times.
He's proved you wrong or right?
I didn't think he was going to be great at USC. How freaking wrong was I? Like, that was ridiculous. I mean, how about them Reggie Bush years, man? Thanks. Yeah, that was dumb, John. Then he goes to Seattle. Oh, man. Can't believe he didn't stay at USC. And he goes to 2 Super Bowls and wins 1. If he would have handed the ball to Marshawn Lynch, he'd have 2 of them. And again, at the end, a lot of that football team's problems was, created by the general manager. So I don't know, but I feel bad for Pete Carroll for one thing, because he's going to Las Vegas. I mean, Las Vegas is fun.
Having a Legion of Boom helps a lot too.
Yeah, having a Legion of Boom did help, man. But that was, he's the guy who wanted to revamp that defense and bring in like a long, athletic Richard Sherman. I mean, and Bobby Wagner and all them hard hitting fools. And I mean, again, he had beast mode, good offensive line. We'll see, but hey, down the Raiders, they don't have anything. And damn it, you
got 2 great ones on each side of the ball, though. Max Crosby, and then you got Bowers. So you got Lils on.
Brock Bowers is a freak. That was, in all honesty, if Jaden Daniels wasn't such a maniac this year.
It should have been Yeah, say it.
Brock Bowers 100%
That was my guy. That's
would
who
have
I
been
went.
Rookie of the Year.
That's who I thought should have got it.
I mean, you can't deny Jaden Daniels went to the NFC Championship game. Now,
It's a
Brock
regular season
Bowers,
award.
it is, but he was really damn good in the regular season. They made the playoffs, and remember, this is a team that had the number 2 overall pick.
He had me throwing him the ball, John. Brock Bowers had me throwing
Gardner
him the ball.
Minshew,
Thank you.
Aiden
That was
O'Connell.
it. That's my defense for
I
it.
think Desmond Ritter even had a few. Yeah, he did play a few games.
Me and Dakis were
That
his
is so
quarterbacks.
pathetic.
Yeah, like me and Dakis were the quarterbacks for the Raiders this year. Like, you know, and he still amassed 100 catches.
He broke the record. Nobody's ever had. He had 112 receptions as a rookie.
Catching the ball from us.
He would caught almost 1,200 yards, and I can't remember how many touchdowns.
I think that's a bad man. I think that qualifies for a bad man.
He's a bad man. Well, you also remember, man, you take Ladd McConkey, he was pretty damn good in San Diego. You take Brock Bowers off that damn
He
Georgia
shocked
team.
me. That was a big shock to me. I didn't know McConkey would be that good. Got to know him well in fantasy football. He's had some days against me. So.
Yeah. Oh, lad. But back to a little NFL Nuggets notes. Again, we were talking about Detroit, new pass game coordinator. I'm sure he's going to have a lot of fun. Talked a little bit about Ben Johnson. Don't believe in that. Love the Vrabel situation. But I also, in comparison to what Detroit did, there's a few teams out there. I think this year is going to be a resurgence, like a huge. Like people are going to notice. Remember how we went where running backs were basically worthless?
Yep.
And I don't mean that, but that's almost how general managers treated them. I mean, you look at the running back free agency market over the last few years. I mean, the Giants let Saquon Barkley go. You know what I mean? Like crazy stuff. Crazy stuff has gone on when it comes to running backs. But this year, I'm serious when I say this. I think it could be a absolute record at the running back position.
First round?
First round, second round, third round. I'm telling you this right now. I wouldn't be surprised if 15 running backs went off the board in the first 3 rounds.
Yeah, that's a lot for the first 3. That's a lot of, in their world, that's a lot of money being put toward those guys because they like them in the what?
I think it's
4th,
gonna
5th,
be
6th round.
Like, so one, we're not saying it's the deepest quarterback draft one, right? Correct. Now there's some defensive dudes all over the joint.
A lot of wide receivers.
Tons of wide receivers. But look at the running backs. I mean, everybody knows Ashton Genty, right? He's going to be the truth. One of my favorite is Travion Henderson out of Ohio State. I don't think there's a better, I think he might be the perfect NFL back. I think he's going to be better in the NFL than he was even at Ohio State because he can block better than anybody. He fills the hole. You can leave him on the field for all 3 downs. He can catch the ball out of the backfield. He can run between the tackles. And he's also got speed, and can get outside on the edge. I love him. Let's not forget, they also have this dude who came out of Ohio State in Quinshon Judkins who reminds me of Leonard Fournette. He's a pounder. Leonard also got good at catching the ball out of the backfield. Bigger guy.
Wasn't Judkins originally an SEC guy?
He was at Ole Miss,
Ole
bro.
Miss, yeah, that's right. Yep.
And let's not act like Raheem Sanders. I don't know if anybody's been watching some of his video that's been coming out. This dude's got speed to burn. He's over at South Carolina, started at Arkansas. Awesome. Ollie Gordon III, did y'all forget about him at Oklahoma State?
Yeah, we actually did.
I mean, we did because
We
Oklahoma
actually
State
did.
sucked so bad, but who was the best? Who was the number one running back?
Consensus number
Period.
1. Period. Him.
Ollie Gordon III.
Correct.
What about
Scatterboo?
Jordan James over at Oregon?
Does your boy Scatterboo come out?
Man, you know that my man Scatterboo's going to come out. Did you see what he did to Texas? Scatterboo's going to be a guy like, you remember Tom Rathman?
Oh, yeah, come on, 49er Tom Rathman.
Yeah, boy. And also, what's my big boy? He ain't no All-Stat, though, from Tampa Bay.
Mike Allstott.
Man, I loved me some All-Star back then, that big old neck.
Yeah, neck brace, baby.
Him and Christian Okoye, were 2 dudes. I just would hate to have to fill the hole and tackle those 2 freaks.
Got to give a history lesson on Christian Okoye.
Man, the Nigerian Nightmare, Kansas City Chief, Bo Jackson and him were like the most insane foes. Oh, By the way, did I mention Dylan Sampson? I forgot SEC Offensive Player of the Year. I can go on all day when it comes to the running backs.
Scatterboo reminds me of a smaller Peyton Hillis. So.
Jaquez Hunter from Auburn. Caleb Johnson at Iowa.
15 in the first 3 rounds. Got it.
I'm saying no. Like, to be safe, we're going to set the over and under at 12.5.
I'm with you on that.
I'm going over 12.5 in the first 3 rounds.
Majority coming in the second and third, obviously. Because you only got, what, 1, maybe 2 first rounders?
I don't know. It depends on what we need. Remember, we thought Detroit Lions again. That's why I also think, that's what I'm saying, the wins.
Oh, the Gibbs deal, yeah.
Like, now people are, like, these general managers are looking around and they're looking over at Philadelphia and going, damn. You know, a good offensive line and a great running back and a defense can really win you championships.
Shout out to Barkley making the running back some money this year.
Mm-hmm.
Who'd have thought they're not as useless as we thought?
How important was Derek in Baltimore?
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
he's actually on his last legs. If you get that type of production on the back end of somebody's career, that's when it's really worth it. And Jerry Jones couldn't afford that. Remember that, people.
Jerry Jones, also speaking of that, just a little sidebar, how stupid Jerry Jones is. I mean, I can't say he's stupid. He's a billionaire, okay? I guess I'm saying, oh, yeah, I guess I'm kind of saying he's stupid. Like, does he?
Yes, I am.
I am saying, yeah. Like, in his old age, you know what? Sadly, I'll be there one day. I'm getting there fast, Jerry. You don't remember things. Body doesn't recuperate as fast. It's tough. Getting old sucks. But your decision-making on your big-time players that you get that are your, of course, free agents that you re-sign after their rookie deal, you are terrible. Like, I don't understand why you wait until August and September every single year to re-up with one of your studs, because guess what? That means 6 other dudes at your position have already signed deals, and everyone's going to be bigger than the next one. That's why Dak Prescott's making frickin' bank, because you waited and waited and waited, and then all of a sudden we're kicking off, and on September 24th, that's when they signed Dak Prescott to a $240 million deal. Like, what?
He's going to have to overpay for Parsons, too.
What about CeeDee Lamb? Waited till August. Trayvon Diggs, August. Is Zeke Elliott back in the day? September. Zach Martin, the offensive lineman, August. Bro, if you wait until August or September to sign Micah Parsons, that means you're going to listen to Podcast Parsons all damn year, undercutting you and the Cowboys until he gets pen to paper new deal. He ain't playing on his final year of a contract. I can guarantee you that. And again, this is Podcast Parsons.
Podcast Parsons.
My man's on the radio more than I am. And I don't play football. But I just think, do you not think that would be wise to be like, hey, you know what, Micah? We're going to go ahead and make this right so you can talk good about us in the offseason all damn year. And let's be real, you got to pay him. Most sacks through the first 4 seasons in NFL history. Do you know who number 1 is? That would be the Beast. He also played at Kansas City. He is Derek Thomas. R.I.P. to DT. J.J. Watt, by the way, 58 sacks in 63 games, DT. J.J., 57 and 64. DeMarcus Ware, 64 games. He had 53 and a half sacks. And Micah Parsons played in 63 games, has 52 and a half sacks. He's up there with the creme de la creme.
John, you got an angry caller.
Man, I like angry callers.
I'll look at it. Now, if you think I'm interested on a damn phone call with you over a radio and sitting here and throwing all the good out with the dishwater, you have got to be smoking something over there this morning.
Man, I've been smoking something all morning. No, actually not all morning. I'm not going to lie to you. I got up at 8, drank some coffee.
Man, Jerry got some quotes, man.
Did a little yoga. And then by 9 o'clock, you know what I was doing? I was
What
doing my
Jerry said?
best. I was doing my best impersonation of little Cheech and Chong. By the way, though, I wasn't doing no dishes, but I did get in trouble this morning because I think I did lose my mind for a minute. You ever gotten like a nice little buzz and you've been paying attention to sports and you're in your own little world and you look at something and you want it to disappear? So you go to your significant other, hey, where you at? Clean up this ish. And then they look at you crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you have to laugh it off and be like, I'm just kidding, baby. I just wanted you to see me pick this stuff up. That's how it gets. That's how you get out of it.
That's how you get out of it. Sounded like Jerry.
Just wanted to see you see me do something good. Man, couldn't get it out. That's the problem with Elon right now. That's why he's got another one. We'll talk about that and so much more. Don't y'all dare touch the dial. Back into Shake Sports 56 98.5 FM.
We are real sports talk. Sports 56 WHBQ. Available on your radio dial at 560 AM and 98.5 FM, as well as around the world online at sports56whbq.com. Take us with you everywhere by downloading the Sports 56 app. And at home, just say, Alexa, play Sports 56. Sports 56 and 95 FM.
I know it's not spring yet, but it's close, and right now, it's the perfect time to start thinking and planning for your backyard entertainment. Just so happens Family Leisure is thinking that way too, with their preseason pool and patio sale. Get 2024 pricing on all above-ground pools and patio furniture. Also, secure your spot for pool installation. That way, you can go ahead and start making plans. Lots of new inventory is en route, so in-stock patio furniture is up to 70% off. You want a play gym, a trampoline, how about an outdoor kitchen to go along with that new pool? They're all on sale too. You can get spas up to $3,000 off and save even more by mentioning this ad. You do that, you'll get a $250 gift card with a pool, spa, or patio furniture purchase. Winter won't last forever. Spring will be here soon, so get ready with the preseason pool and patio sale at Family Leisure, Whit Road off I-40, where family and fun all come together.
These days, it feels like everyone is talking about how the American dream of homeownership has become out of reach for so many of us. Well, Rocket is trying to give us more of a chance to own our homes. They're making homeownership simpler and more accessible to more people, turning renters into owners. Rocket believes that every one of us deserves a shot at the American dream. So, are you ready? Own the dream. Visit rocket.com or call 800-4ROCKET.
Napa Cafe celebrates 26 years in 2024. Hi, I'm Glenda Hastings, owner of Napa Cafe, and I want to thank you for making us part of your dining experiences. If you are a first-time guest or have dined with us countless times, I want to thank you for making us part of your lives. Whether you're celebrating with the crowd or planning a cozy date night on the town, Napa Cafe can provide you an extraordinary evening. We have 5 dining rooms, including our private wine cellar, our Jan's room for 2 guests, and the Eleanor room for parties up to 60. Sit back, relax, and celebrate. Leave the cooking to us. Come see me at Napa Cafe, 5101 Sanderlin Avenue. We're open Wednesday through Saturday for dinner starting at 5 o'clock. We also offer curbside pickup from our full menu. For details on our stay-in, dine-out menu or reservations, visit our website at napacafe.com. Come join us as we celebrate 26 years of Napa Cafe in 2024. We can't wait to serve you.
The only power source capable of generating 1.21 kilowatts of electricity is a bolt of lightning.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Talk about this is not your job. Your job isn't to let me go over all the reasons that I did something and I'm sorry that I did it. That's not your job.
I just love a little Jerry. What up? Cowboys, sign Micah Parsons before Podcast Parsons is throwing you and the whole organization under the bus all season long. Like during baseball, everybody's going to be listening to Micah talking trash. But Jerry always waits. I just told you.
He thinks it's a splash or something. I don't know.
It's
I don't get
called
it.
dumb business, man.
I'm glad I'm
Let
not
me
a
hold
Cowboys
out so I have to give him every single penny.
He got it, though.
By the way, you know who's got it? MJ. 62 years old. Can you believe it?
Oh, yeah.
I can't.
Heroes getting old, man. That's all.
Makes me realize how old I am. Damn. MJ, 62. Happy birthday was yesterday. I screwed up, man. It's my fault.
And he's much happier now than he was a couple of years ago. You know why? Because he sold that horrid team.
Yeah.
No, his team. He sold the Hornets.
We also got to sell his house that's been on the market for 16 years.
Yeah, but that's nothing like getting a cool $3 billion for
Yeah,
a
that is
Charlotte
true.
Hornets team. Like,
By the way, did you know my good buddy Matt Hale, great baseball player at Germantown, super pimp, great friend of mine. I just realized why he's so good at things. He has the same birthday as MJ. I think everybody who was born on, what was yesterday, the 17th?
Yeah.
Oh, look at me. 217. You got a kid on 217. Seems like they're going to be mean machine when it comes to sports. But LeBron, I got to say, he is a very physically fit human being. The fact that he's old, he's been able to play all these years. He is a stat compiler and collector. Looking, I mean, like let's be real.
he still got his hoop in his ear, too. The hoop earring. He still wears it.
MJ.
Oh, yeah.
Heck yeah, he is. That's some pimp stuff. I still think, though, the one thing I always say is Michael Jordan, if you ever just watch the way he walked, he had the most goober walk of all time. Like his head went left and right with every single step, and he kind of he just had like a goofy little walk. But he was the greatest basketball player of all time, and I can prove it.
I forget which year it was. You know, he was voted America's sexiest man in sports, like in the early 90s. It was like 92 or 93 or something like that.
I mean, he was freaking MJ.
But
dude.
he was MJ, so.
Like, what was bigger than MJ? But again, we also don't give MJ, I think, the credit about how well he kept his body. Do you know when he was 40 years old, when he was with the damn Wizards,
Still
he
hooping.
played all 82 games that season, and after every game, he had to have his knee drained,
Including coming here to the
and he had a
Memphis.
sore ankle.
Yep.
But I want you to know, LeBron James, all-time turnover leader, over 5,000.
What happens when you play a long time, Joe?
How about this? In 55 NBA Finals games,
Here we go.
LeBron has a record of 22-33. By the way, let's just also remember LeBron's top Finals teammates. He had Dwayne Wade, who was a 13-time All-Star and MVP. Anthony Davis, 8-time All-Star. Kyrie, 8-time All-Star. Bosh, 11-time All-Star. Kevin Love, 5-time All-Star. And don't forget Ray Allen, who made the shot and saved his little butt.
But unlike Kevin Durant, wasn't he the alpha on each one of those teams? He was.
I mean,
You got me defending
hold
LeBron.
on, I just got to remind you,
Got me
if you
defending
don't have a true leader, people follow fools. So yes, while there was no alpha on that team, he was the beta leader. Okay? That is a terrible record in the finals, is it not?
It is.
Mike's never even played in a Game 7, man. He's first.
But he only played in 6 of them, by the way.
LeBron James playoff finals ranks. First in losses, first in missed shots, first in missed threes, first in turnovers. Nobody's been swept in the finals more than LeBron James.
Got to get to our texter. Our texter says Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is the GOAT. We're having the wrong
Do you
combo.
know that he has the 6th worst plus minus in finals history for a starter? Oh my God, he sucked on the biggest stage, and y'all gonna try to tell me he's a GOAT?
He is, man. And I'm not even a big LeBron. I'm a fan because he's a Laker
he
now.
can't
But
hold Kobe's jock.
correct. You're correct about that.
I just don't understand.
But he's better than Robert Horry, sir.
He's better than Big Shot Rob. I agree with that, man. But Rob's got rings out the frizz aim, and didn't Robert Horry marry one that super sexy girl, Vivica Fox or something? Or am I crazy? No, that was like Fox for the Lakers.
Oh, Vanessa Williams.
Was it Vanessa
Yeah,
Williams?
Vanessa Williams, because I was gonna say Vivica Fox she ain't nothing anymore.
Or somebody
Yeah, no,
like-
no, you're right. You're right. It's Pretty Ricky and Vanessa Williams.
Man, yeah, go with old Vanessa.
Rick
Vanessa
Fox.
was the hottie that got in trouble and couldn't be like Miss USA because she did Playboy. Am I right?
Yes, sir. She did
Man,
Playboy.
look at my women knowledge.
Because she had those gorgeous real eyes.
Man, you ain't lying, dude. How about that gorgeous body?
And Rick Fox
Lord.
ended up being like your boy Matt. He couldn't keep it in his pants and got a divorce.
Matt.
Yeah.
He just had a birthday. You're going to throw out that? I don't
No,
think-
not that Matt. Not that Matt. Matt, the one that had the fiance come out and put all his business on Twitter and all of that stuff.
I don't know this one.
Yes, he does. He played for the Grizzlies, the Lakers.
Matt Barnes?
Barnes, yeah. That's what the
Oh.
last name was escaping me. Yeah.
I thought you were talking about a personal friend.
No, we wouldn't do that. This is local. We wouldn't do that to
Strike
people.
the band.
And we
need a
wouldn't
little
do that to
music.
people, John.
That would be funny. But yeah,
Like,
man.
yeah, our friend Matt is horrible. Like, no, we wouldn't do that.
One other little nugget about LeBron James. Did you know that Byron Scott, Trevor Ariza, Gilbert Arenas, Stephon Marbury, all of them said they can't even believe it's a discussion. Byron Scott said, you can guard LeBron James. Michael Jordan could break you off everything. He could shoot every single shot. He could drive around you. He could jump over you. He was also the better defender. There was nothing Mike could not do. He had the most complete game in the whole world. And guess what? He also had that LeBron fails to have. He had the most killer instinct in the world. And in the last shot, guess who wanted to take it? It was MJ. You didn't see him passing that joint. Get out of here, LeBron. You. Oh my God, Kyrie, thank you for making it. Oh my gosh, how did Dirk just do a little step back and put it in my eye?
Is he at least in your top 10?
I'd have to think about it. I'd say he's definitely in the top 50.
Wow.
I just said definitely. I had
Top
to think
50?
about it. Like, I still am going to take Wilt, Lou Alcindor,
50
Magic.
though, John. I'm not even a big
Bird.
LeBron guy, but 50?
Man, Bill Russell. Come on now. You act like these people never played basketball. Better think about it. Shoot, little Isaiah Thomas, I'm struggling. Hey, man. Isaiah played with some real men.
May as well put Muggsy Bogues in there, man.
The only thing LeBron is number one at is crying and flopping and turning his son into a sideshow. We got to take a quick break. Don't y'all dare touch that dial. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
I'm Gary York. I'm the service director at Lexus in Memphis. Our service department wants to be more than just a place where you get your oil changed. We do glass repair, windshield replacement, recalibration of your camera and sonar systems, even wheel repair, tire replacement, all the things you would expect from a luxury automotive dealer. Please check out our website. You can schedule your appointment, check out our specials, hours of operation, or if you'd like to do it in person, please reach out to one of our associates at 901-271-5199.
Jenkins Floors and More invites you to their retail warehouse where they pass wholesale savings on to you. Jenkins Floors in Little Rock, Cleveland, Mississippi, and now open in Moore Lake at 2356 West Woodman Road. Specializing in flooring and carpeting, tile, plantation shutters, and blinds, Jenkins makes your life easy with a 2-week turnaround. Contractors, builders, or family projects, call 662-469-9350 for a free estimate. Owners Timmy and Rebecca Jenkins say hello to Sports 56 fans and look forward to your business.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-1897. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-1897. That's 800-575-1897. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
If wedding bells are in your future, you need an unforgettable engagement ring from a jeweler you can trust. And that's been James Gaddis Jewelers for over 60 years. With a huge selection and the best prices, James Gaddis is a master jeweler and diamondologist. Beautiful jewelry from James Gaddis is always the right choice. Choose from rings to earrings, necklaces to bracelets, and gemstones to watches. Layaway and financing available. James Gaddis Jewelers, 4900 Poplar, online at GaddisJewelers.com and Instagram at Gaddis Jewelers. Say I do at James Gaddis Jewelers. This is Original Sports Station. We are Sports 56, WHBQ Memphis, and W253DF Memphis.
That was one of those things. When things get too heavy, just call me helium.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 at 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. It's a little two-stepping Tuesday. It's going to snow tomorrow. Or tonight. Is it tonight it's going to snow?
Tomorrow, good stuff.
Tomorrow, like, what do you mean? Okay, like tomorrow, you're talking about like 12 p.m. or something?
From what I understand, when we wake up tomorrow, we should have heavy precipitation.
Is it going to be on the ground before I get here?
Oh, yeah, it should be. If not, call your local meteorologist and complain.
Don't do that. I don't know if you know this, though. I told you, is it Windy Nations?
Yeah, she's back. Well, not. I think she is back. She's back with Fox 13. Yep.
I'll tell you one thing. That girl can do some yoga. Seriously.
She's in your yoga class?
No, man. She's a teacher of one of my classes. That girl
what?
is on fire. Yeah.
She's a teacher? Oh, man. I didn't know that.
Yeah, she can do some serious yoga and talk some weather, brother. She's pretty cool, too. Because I really like the yoga. You ever do a little wake and bake, feet hit the floor, and do a little AM yoga with a little bakety bake?
I ain't doing no yoga, man.
I don't know, man.
I didn't deny anything. I ain't doing yoga, man.
By the way, man, when I go to yoga class, I'm usually the only man there, and I love it. Love it.
I went to like the pregnancy stretching stuff one time. Not Lamaze class, but something to kind of get their bodies. Yeah, and it's like 50 pregnant chicks there, and they're like all stretching and stuff. Like I thought that was cool, but yeah.
Wow, now we know what your queer little fetish is.
I was just in there with a lot of pregnant women. It was just like a lot of,
that would
women
give
in
me
it.
so much anxiety. I'd just know that I'd know one of them, and she'd look at me and be like, I found you.
And there were and
you are the father.
And there were not all the women were not accompanied by me. And a lot of the women were in there actually by themselves. It's like, wow.
It's kind of like Elon Musk's girlfriend who's pregnant. She's just like chilling in like $1 billion palace probably. But back to what was I talking about? Oh, my goodness. One more thing about LeBron James. Got a text that says, LeBron James couldn't make it in the LPL. No, he could not. Not even close.
He couldn't be the villain in the LPL.
Nah, dude. His hairline's too bad also to be part of on my television, on my YouTube for the LPL.
Your listeners took an opportunity to bash LeBron with the LPL.
I love it. Got to say, I got some awesome listeners. Do need to mention a few little things. And I'm kind of excited about this one. One, it's snowing tomorrow or snowing tonight. You're going to be locked in. The most important thing is, I know everybody likes to make a run on the grocery store and go crazy, right? Like, usually, how long is this snow going to be here?
A day and a half, maybe.
Man, I ain't even going to go. You know what I'm saying?
But the grocery stores are already...
Man, they crazy.
Yeah, they're already crazy.
Can't get in them joints. But you know what? I ain't going to the grocery store. You know where I am going?
Where you going, man?
Liquor store, baby. Snow day. What's your favorite thing about a snow day? A snow day turns to an official Friday. That means bottoms up. And I like to drink the best spirit, and that's Tito's. It's American vodka, crafted and distilled in Texas. It's 6 times distilled. They still it old school, classic copper pots, small batches. Gives it a unique flavor, slightly sweet with a black pepper note. It balances everything out. Again, you could be crafting a cocktail. You could be drinking it neat. It makes it, and you know what? When it kind of snows, and this doesn't make a lot of sense, but like the coffee drink in the morning, you get a little bit of Tito's. Throw a little Frangelica in it. A little bit of Bailey's to give it a little lighten up.
Look at
Put
you.
that in your coffee. Let me just tell you something, baby.
Look at you.
In the afternoon, you know, like if you really don't want to eat, but you're like, I want to drink my breakfast, milk, Kahlua, Tito's,
Best
White
part-
Russian, shake
best
up,
part
make it
of
a
waking up,
dirty
right?
mother. Tito's in your cup. I love you, Tito's. Thank you. And I'm so excited. Make sure, by the way, you go home, get you a fat handle. Right now, last time I was in there, $33.95 or something for a whole handle. Come on now. No frills, no flavors, no fancy labels, just the good stuff, baby. Tito's handmade vodka. I bet Penny needed a vodka drink the other night. I mean, damn.
Probably needed one of those Bloody Marys with the shrimp, the
Bruh,
Tito's,
let me
the
just tell
little
you
okra.
something.
I gotta make one of those, Joe.
You ever get the shocker? You ever gotten a shocker?
Yeah.
And you're probably like, ah. It doesn't make you feel good. And then all of a sudden you're stunned. And it sounds like Penny Hardaway, with a few minutes left in the game, especially that last 16 seconds, got shocked.
I mean, they are getting NIL, so I don't think they're above reproach. It was my man transferred from Virginia. I mean, you keep control of that ball before it hits off or whatever and goes out of bounds. We win
Harris?
the game. Yeah, man. I mean, I don't want to say it's his fault, but, you know.
Hey, man, what about Tyrese Hunter and the well, here's what Penny said. Here's what Penny said. Because, you know,
Penny with his Tito's in his
he
hand.
was with he was at the Brookhaven pub. I get with our boy Jeff Brightwell, and he basically said that he had the worst. That was the worst I've ever finished a game. That's all on me. The way that I finished that game, it was terrible. I added the terrible part.
Good, because I think Florida International in the NCAA tournament is one of the worst we finished, but carry on.
That is true. That is true. Downs 20, and again, he really only focused on a few minute issues. Again, when you have 15 minutes left in the first half, you've already got them in the bonus in the first 5 minutes to start the second half. You're shooting free throws for the rest of the game, and instead of continuing to go down low, feed the ball maybe to Dane Danger, get somebody where they're going to have to continue to foul and send you the free throw line. Drive it with PJ Haggerty instead of just settling for a bunch of threes. You don't get to the line. You had an 8-point lead with 12 minutes left in the game. You screwed that up. But he did say in the final 16 seconds, he said, Ronnie DeGray is at the free throw line with a chance to tie things up. Hardaway then said he told Memphis' leading scorer, P.J. Haggerty, to take the ensuing inbounds pass and make something happen. They struggled to get the ball in immediately. And remember, Penny called a timeout with a quickness. And then you saw him kind of spin. Because he regretted making the timeout, he said, Haggerty struggled to get open. I got nervous. I was worried about a 5-second violation. I called a timeout, something that I didn't intend to do. I just did it. And at the last minute, though, when they come over there, he says, I drew up a play. And he says, right before the end of the timeout, he said, I second-guessed myself. At the last minute, I changed the play. When the play resumed, point guard Tyrese Hunter got the ball into Haggerty. Got past the half-court line, immediately handed the ball off to Colby Rogers with 9 seconds left. There was tight coverage from DeGray. Haggerty couldn't get open. So with 4.5 seconds, Rogers just tried to make a play, shot a 3-ball. He did say it was an off-balance 3-pointer. He said we trust him to make it, but he should have simply just stuck with the play. And the play was to let P.J. Haggerty get the ball and tell everybody to get out of his damn way. I kind of like that one. Hindsight being, of course, 20/20. And again, just the way that you didn't get to the line, the Musa in danger, and Musa played great, blocking shots left and right. But damn, man, with 12 minutes, you got an 8-point lead on a Shocker team that's just not any good. And then to go out in the freaking overtime and get a lead, and then continue to pull the damn ball out and just milk? The hell? This ain't no dairy farm. It's basketball. It's put it in the hole. Damn.
That's that playing. What's that? Playing not to win. I mean, playing not to
not
lose.
to lose,
Yeah, playing
man.
not to lose. That
That's
type
how
of
you
deal.
lose. Play not to lose. And it was painful. It hurts because, again, the problem with this one is a lot of people I just don't think understand. It's a quad 3 game. Wichita State sucks. Who's the state champion right now? Do we got a state champion yet?
Let's see.
I'm going to tell you right now, you give me them in 7.5 points against Wichita State, I'm probably taking the state champs. Shockers are bad, man. Ain't no way that should have gone the way it did. He did, again, put all the blame on himself, but, man, they got to get back off the mat because they have to go and, figure this out because they have a long time to stew. Do you realize there's a complete week before their next game? They played on Sunday. They don't play till Sunday at 1 o'clock against FAU. You're going to have to sit in that one. It's a great thing about baseball. After a loss, you play the next damn day. Thank God. What now?
No winners yet.
We got some peeps in the state tournament or something. Is it going on or what? Should be.
Yeah, it should be going on. Trying to find results. But with high school, it's not the easiest to find because they don't have live results.
I got you. But I don't even remember. Oh, yeah, Penny. I literally completely lost everything for just a moment. But we were talking about the Tigers and Penny. Hopefully they're going to get off the mat and take care of business because that quad 3 loss, it definitely hurts. And, again, I've looked at some of the bracketologists. Average spot right now is 7th. Don't you get into that damn 8-9 game. I don't even like 7. Still got a lot of basketball left. Hopefully they can get there. You're going to see some carnage at the top. And then speaking of basketball and basketball coaches, we got, I don't even have a clue right now. Bruce Pearl and Auburn are the number 1 team in the country, right?
And deservedly so.
And you got to think Bruce Pearl, Coach of the Year, he's way up there. But then when you talk about just the guys who've completely turned programs around. I mean, do y'all realize Dennis Gates, how many SEC games they won last year? None. And he's in the SEC. Wisconsin, did you see Wisconsin's the 11th team in the country, and Greg Gard's done a hell of a job. Todd Golden's got Florida as the second best team in the country. And don't forget Dusty May, speaking of FAU, he's now at Michigan. This is a team in Michigan that won 8 games last year. Rick Pitino is a PIMP.
He's big back.
Also, his halftime speech the other day was awesome. I love the fact that he does not coddle the kids. He is out there talking to you as a full-grown ass man.
He got criticized for that, though.
Because you know what? There's a lot of flaccid, soft kids out there.
He got criticized big time for it.
Who the hell criticized him for that? Pull that John up and play it for me. Because if this is being criticized, then you know what? That just is that annoys me more than anything. You can't give everybody a trophy. I don't know if you know this. Life is hard. You're going to get knocked down. You better pick your ass up because nobody's going to be there to pick you up and coddle you. That's stupid. And I don't know if you know, look at the results, 22-4. Did you see the way they came back last week? Down at half, come back and kick that ass. St. John. Is this Rick?
Let me make sure he all good, yeah.
Oh, you think there's going to be some Fs? It's on Vice, so they will. I think they bleep it out. Did you hear that?
Dig in and be a basketball player.
Rewind and give it all to me. This is Rick Pitino.
Dig in and be a basketball player. Dig in. Every time you miss a shot, your game deflates. We don't care about your missed shots. Play defense. You guys keep blowing opportunity upon opportunity upon opportunity. You're like children with bad things happening. Instead of digging in and be tougher, you wilt. Where is your toughness? Where have you guys been raised that you're so weak mentally that you just give up when something doesn't go right for you. Don't you know what adversity is all about? That's the game of life, not the game of basketball. You don't get down when things go wrong. You dig in and get tougher. Your whole life's going to be adversity. Learn how to deal with it.
Patino.
Yes. Ben Johnson ain't talking like that, and it's the National Football League, little flaccid softy.
Where were you raised, John?
Bro, let me tell you something. I'm ready to go and play some ball. It's true. Don't be weak. When you get punched in the mouth, get up. You know how Rocky Balboa said, life's tough. You're going to get punched in the mouth. It's not how many times you punch back. It's how many times did you get up. Love me some Rocky. I can't believe somebody criticized Rick Pitino for telling a bunch of grown-ass men to man the bleep up. And did you see how they reacted to him? They came out and kicked that ass, didn't they?
And luckily, no one quit.
Quit? Good. You know what? If somebody would have quit, then that would have been better for St. John's, because you don't need weak-minded dudes like that when you got one goal. And that goal is to win.
By the way, Pitino is 72 years old.
Damn right. Some old school right there.
Gotta love it.
Man, again, like the coaches that I always love, they're the ones who put their foot so far up my keister I can taste their leather.
You start with Bobby Knight. You gotta love him, right? You don't like Bobby Knight?
Bobby's a little bit of
John Thompson.
I like John.
Larry Finch would get in you too. If you got Larry fired up, Larry would get in you too.
True that. Denny Crum would get all
Denny
up
Crum
in your
would get
ass.
all up in you, yeah. Nolan Richardson.
I mean, fiery coaches, sometimes you got to dig it out of them. Like, it's just true.
Coach K could lay in you too. Sometimes we
Coach K was a maniac.
Okay, good. There you go. Good.
He would light
good.
you
There
up.
you go. Okay.
Like, he would come at you like you would not
Yes.
believe.
Okay. I'm glad you agree.
That dude was wild. Mike Ditka was also wild. Damn, dude. Y'all remember Jerry Sloan? Utah?
Oh, yeah.
Dude would kick your ass.
Chicago Bulls Jerry Sloan would kick your ass.
Dude. Just saying, like the best coaches are the ones who get the most out of you. You think Vince Lombardi was over there like being a baby? Phil Jackson's like one of the only guys who got the best out of you, but did like mental ninja nunchuck stuff to you.
I know, it's kind of like you calling me Quick Draw McGraw, and I don't want to be Quick Draw anymore, John.
That's right, man. Just
it's
drop
like
a
mental.
little.
What you just call it, mental nunchuck?
It's like he's a mental ninja, and he pulled out his mental nunchucks, and he's like whap whap, and you're frozen. You're like, damn. He didn't even yell, and I feel like an ass. Hell, Eddie Robinson.
Locally, if
Dean
anyone's
Smith.
listening, Verdi Sales would get in you too. I don't know how much you know about Verdi Sales, Southwest Tennessee College
I don't
Hall
know.
of Famer. It's the Verdi Sales building. That's the right
Damn.
name of it. Verdi Sales. Yep.
John Madden would light you up like a Christmas tree. What about baseball's Tony La Russa before he got old and fell asleep in the dugout with the White Sox? That dude was ruthless.
La Russa and Lasorda, right?
Now, Lasorda was just fat, and he was ruthless, but he was also kind of lovable.
Cal
Hey,
back
by
in
the
the
way,
day?
what about Coach? Think about Greg Popovich.
Oh, yeah. Like,
Cold-blooded.
he's
Woody
Mount
Hayes,
Rushmore.
That dude like attacks people.
Pop is like Mount Rushmore because he changed the way media had to deal with him. The guy wouldn't answer you.
Joe Gibbs was tough as nails. I watched a damn documentary on them Redskin teams. Joe Gibbs was mean. Hell, Barry Switzer was so mean that he ran off Marcus Dupree.
Is that why Dupree didn't do his Oklahoma deal because of that?
Yup. He was good, though, when he wanted to play. Barry did a bad job. Bill Belichick.
Mount Rushmore. Yep.
Think Bill is nice?
That's what you should do, Joe. Your Mount Rushmore.
Bill, the only
toughest
thing
coaches.
Bill's nice to is his new 25-year-old girlfriend.
Correct. Wasn't nice to Giselle.
Casey Stengel would fight players. Man, you know what, though? I haven't even believed this, man. It's 2025, right? Better mention a woman, Pat Summitt.
Oh, yeah, Miss Summit. Oh, yeah. Bring that WNBA team on, please. Thank you.
Shoot.
The Tennessee Summit. We would like to have us addressed as. I'm going to the first game. If they get a team, I'm out of my love for Pat Summitt. I'm a Shamika Holesclaw guy. Like, that was my girl.
I'm also trying to think, like, I mean, Chuck Noll. I mean, there's so many damn dudes. Newt Rockney. Win one for the Gipper. All right, get off going down memory lane because my memory's not all that great. Billy Martin was mean and small.
He was nuts.
Dude, he could have ran the Little People League. He'd been the most scariest, like, big person in Little People land in the history of the world. Little man. Like, the little people wear ankle socks.
Those will be called, like, thighs, wouldn't it?
They'd be stretch. Big Kahuna says Bob Knight was a maniac.
He was. He would. You just said someone would fight players. Bob would choke them and throw chairs.
Yeah, Bob didn't play.
And he tried to be nice. That Texas Tech Bob Knight tried to be nice. He really did. But
the whole thing is, I'm getting to Coach of the Year, and this is going to sound crazy, but Bruce Pearl's done a great job. Dennis Gate, what he's done in Missouri, Greg Gard, Todd Golden, Dusty May. I can talk about some good coaches all day. No, and I didn't mention you, Chris Beard, after that show when against Mississippi
I wanted to,
State.
but I didn't want to. I thought about
man,
Beard.
after that,
I thought about Beard, but I didn't want to.
Ain't going to mention you, Penny, at that damn shocker. You gave me a shocker. Ow. I don't like two. I don't like one neither.
I got a great Bruce Pearl stat for you.
I like good stats. But right now, I got Rick Pitino. I mean, Rick is just a better damn coach than you, period. Shut up. It's just the end of the day. Like, seriously, I did it at Providence. I did it in Kentucky. I did it at Louisville. I'm doing it at St. John's. What was that little school he was at last year?
Iona.
I did it at Iona. I can do it
The
big.
Gales.
I can do it little. I like blondes. I also like
And he out there.
brothels.
Don't forget, he also coached that Puerto Rican men's national team too.
Didn't even know that.
Yes, he did.
Look at you, man, dropping some knowledge on me. I do have to mention, though, one quick thing before we go to Hardwood where it feels so good. I got a couple baseball nuggets for you. One, have you seen the big 270-pound kid at Stanford?
No. 270?
Dude, it's
Swarberg.
Rintaro Sasaki. He's a freshman. He was really smart. When he was like 15 years old, he turned down turning pro. So he didn't have to do, like, what is it? They have to do like 8 years or 9 years before they can be a free agent if you go and play with like their professional league. It's something weird, like, or you got to pay them and all kinds of stuff. So he just said, screw that. Stayed in high school, went to Stanford, and the dude is just a hitting freaking machine. He had a record 140 home runs in high school.
Wow.
He's 270 pounds. And in 14 bats, he's batting .430, leading the team in RBIs, walks, on-base percentage, and batting average.
Stanford has a really good NIL too.
They got a money tree?
Oh yeah. You got to think West Coast, Tiger Woods, all those smart brainiacs out there. Like, it's not necessarily
Andrew
for football.
Luck.
Yeah, it's not necessarily for football, but they're baseball, they're volleyball. Like, yeah, they getting paid out there.
Where didn't Elway play there too?
Who'd you say?
Elway?
Elway, Stanford. Yes, Elway was a Stanford guy.
Anyway, but this dude is just ridiculous. And I will tell you, you better watch out because another Japanese star, I think, is on the fast track to the the Major League Baseball. And speaking of the major leagues and baseball, couple things. I know a lot of people out there are like, what? Is baseball like around the corner? Yes, it is. It's pitchers and catchers are meeting. We got spring practice. I can't wait. All kinds of good stuff going on. But right now, if you look around the league, best offense in baseball still got to be the Dodgers, right?
Easily.
Freddie Freeman, ridiculous. Shohei, Mookie. You got Teoscar Hernandez, Max Muncy, Will Smith. He's back. Tommy Edman looked like he was pretty good. I think he's going to be better than Gavin Lux.
Got 2 new Japanese starters.
Yep, you got 2 new pitchers. I mean, like, dude, let's go. Dodgers are looking ridiculous, but I will say, don't be sleeping on the Atlanta Braves this year in their offense. First of all, Ronald Acuna Jr. will be back. It is his second torn ACL, but like the dude's just so talented. I don't know if he's going to still. How many was it they stole the other year? Like he was at like a 70,
60-40, right? Yeah, something like that.
Something
Right?
crazy. I think he had 70 at least, actually. But man, Matt Olson's been
70-70, right? When he 70-70 guy, something like that.
He ain't had no 70 home runs. I can promise you that. 70. What are you talking about, Barry Bonds, bro?
Not home. I think he did like what, steals and something else. I'm gonna find it before you watch.
I think he hit 40 home runs and had 70 stolen bases, what I think, that when he won the MVP.
Bam, you're right. That's it.
Dude, I do a lot of smoke, and still remember certain things, but not what I ate for breakfast or did yesterday. But Ronald Acuna is going to be back. Michael Harris, bro, he's going to be healthy. Ozzie Albies. Austin Riley is a freaking machine out of DeSoto Central at third base. I really like the offense if they are healthy. And then they added Jurix and Profar. I think they're going to be really, really good. Now, are they going to have a better offense than the Mets, though? I mean, everybody knows Juan Soto's over there. He's ridiculous, right? He'll be hitting behind Francisco Lindor. If you throw Lindor more fastballs and see what happens, you know? People forget how great Francisco Lindor is. Pete Alonso, he's going to be hitting bombs. Brandon Nimmo has been capable.
Man, that NL East, if you look at it, just the top, the Mets, the Braves, and the Phillies.
Man, the Mets, the Braves, the Phillies. And then speaking of the Phillies, they're going to be awesome. Trey Turner, he will be back balling. He was, fifth in the MVP voting? Bryce Harper. He could win a third.
Mr. Reliable.
Kyle Schwarber leading off, just doinking balls. Alec Baum. He's also dating that super hot chick on ESPN Bet. And he's
Aaron.
good.
You mean Aaron?
Yes. With the legs. What is her name? Aaron Dolan.
Yes. You have to say it the way you say it too.
Aaron Dolan. Yeah. But I like Alec Baum, man. You hit like you do off the field, you're going to hit hell good on field. And not only that, though, this is going to sound crazy, and I'm not being like some homer or no BS, but like the Cubs are going to be better offensively. I mean, Dansby, terrible start to the season, finished strong. They got that Armstrong kid who's supposed to be great. Cody Bellinger, Kyle Tucker. I mean, you bring in Kyle Tucker instead of Cody Bellinger, talk about an upgrade. Bellinger was like 260. Tucker was like 290. Ian Happ. Cubs are going to be interesting. We'll find out if that rookie Matt Shaw is going to be ready to take over third base, too. He could be a sleeper if you're fantasy baseball. Damn it! It's 12:30, bro. Why didn't you tell me?
Because you have no guest, John. You can do you today.
I guess I can. But I also got a lot of hardwood to give you. And I also have to tell you, do you need to get away? It might be snowing. Do you want to be stuck at your house or do you want to be stuck at a bar with the coldest beer in town? 15 TVs, 6 pool tables, 2 dartboards, and a golden tee. I want to be at Getaway Sports Bar. It's just at 4632 Winchester Road. Get there before the weather's bad, baby. Their grub is delicious. Getaway Sports Bar. You can watch all the sports. You can play some pool. You can hustle some folks. Are you a hustler on the pool table?
No, I can't play. I would get hustled.
But what about darts?
I'm a little coordinated for the darts. I'm good. I can do something on the darts. Not a hustler though. A hustler, you have to be like great, right? Play dead
you
and
better
then
win.
yeah, you play dead, then you win, right?
Mm-hmm. What about golden tea? Not golden shower, golden tea.
I can get out on some golden tea.
Okay. I'm ready for it. Getaway Sports Bar, 4632 Winchester Road. When it's time to get away, there's only one place. It's Getaway Sports Bar. We're going to take a time out. I'm going to give you a little wood on the other side. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Join the voice of the Tigers, Dave Woloshin, for Wolo and Friends. Weekday mornings from 10 to 11 here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Solutions uniformed up, looking good.
I had a feeling you'd be excited.
That doesn't even begin to describe how I feel about the new Central Barbecue location on Central.
Well, technically, it's the same location.
Same location, but a very different Central Barbecue on Central.
I get what you're saying, but I don't want to confuse people. The new Central Barbecue location on Central is the same place as the old Central Barbecue on Central.
But it's so much more. It's big, for one thing.
It is a whole lot bigger. Well, I think it has to be.
Because everybody in Memphis is going to be flocking to the new Central Barbecue location on Central.
Where the old Central Barbecue on Central used to be.
Details.
All 650 acquisition fee, 20,000 miles per year, 20 cents excess mileage. Pay for SEO 233118, MSRP 25320, Telluride SG 596204, MSRP 41060, Sportage S719 2005, MSRP 30660. Includes all rebates and incentives. Must finance through KFA. Excludes tax filing license 895 PF with approved credit. Dealer stock only. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 3/2/2025.
It's the Kia President's Day sales event on now at Gossett Kia South Mount Moriah. Hey, what's up, Jeff Allen?
Randy, I've got a 2025 Kia K4 LXS for less than $5 a day at $159 a month with class-leading torque and fuel efficiency. 2025 Kia Telluride S front-wheel drive with more power, larger cargo area, and more ground clearance than a Nissan Pathfinder. $398 a month. Plus a 2025 Sportage EX, better overall customer rating than a Toyota RAV4 and longer warranty per Edmunds.com at $279 a month.
All $49.99 doing signing, 24 month lease. Plus, get a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty.
So whether you live in Horn Lake, South Haven, Olive Branch, or Memphis, you'll be happy at Gossett Kia on Mount Moriah.
Today, I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. A little fired up, man. We're going to have some snow tonight. Snow on the ground tomorrow. Going to get some Tito's on the way home. Best vodka in the world. I'm also so glad I have an automatic gate. You got an automatic gate yet?
Hell no, I'm cheap.
Man, you dumb. You know
Cheap
what?
and dumb.
Man, let me just tell you something. My automatic gate saved me on multiple occasions. First and foremost, I told you about my buddy's car getting stolen in the front yard, right?
Mm-hmm.
I told him to park it in the damn gate. Told you. That's why I got a gate. He didn't listen, man. Did not listen. By the way, he did get a new car. You know, insurance paid for it. Sure, he's happy, I guess. Still a bit nicer, you know, like not even have to deal with that, right?
Got to put it in the gate.
Well, I love that. And plus, I told you about the people's car, like 4 cars have been stolen on like my little area over the last couple of weeks. Not mine. Another thing I love is tomorrow is going to be snowing. You know that? You know what tomorrow people are going to be looking for?
Tito's.
Yeah, that's for damn sure. But like, dude, I did tell you about the guy who went outside to put the key in his ignition and he started his car, right? And then he scurries back into his home. Remember that?
Not going in well.
And he's like chilling, like get a little, oh, it's cold out there, man. Gotta let the car warm up. Goes to get in his car, gone. Gone. Doesn't happen if you got an automatic gate. I'm telling you. I think it's one of the best investments. It's not only going to be for security, it also makes your property look a hell of a lot better. Somehow over at automaticgates.com, myautomaticgates.com, they seamlessly blend security, functionality, and aesthetic appeal. Elevate the safety and efficiency of your property with a premium gate solution at Automatic Gates Construction at myautomaticgates.com. Let's go to Hardwood.
This is Access Hardwood.
Where do we start today? Well, you know I love going in on a little Drake, don't you?
Oh, man.
Drake, it's not my fault Drake is, like, ridiculous. Told you. Again, you can't go from being a little TV star on the CW playing a dude in a wheelchair to a hardcore rapping pimp. And like once he got hit in the face, what happened? He laid down and cried. His comeback songs are just terrible.
Well, he's soft, John. You know he released a All Love album, this past Friday, right?
I know. He's like, he reminds me of R. Kelly.
Yeah, R. Kelly. Drake Kelly.
That's terrible. That is actually funny, though, too.
He'll be out soon, too. Stay on the lookout.
But my point in the whole situation is, do you know who the great Serena Williams is?
Crip walking Serena Williams?
Yeah, and by the way, I didn't know this. So one of her family members was killed by a Crip?
Yeah, so her daughter, her sister,
Dude.
the
Whoa.
youngest sister of Venus and Serena, way back in the day, was actually killed by that gang, and that was kind of ironic. And a lot of people pointed it out immediately. Like, once she started, it's like, isn't it ironic that gang killed your sister in South Central L.A.? And here you are.
Well, I don't know enough about that one to really weigh in, to be honest with you. But I do know a lot about this. She's a liar. I can read women.
You can read them?
I can read them like a book. She tweeted this out yesterday. Tell me that you definitely don't believe this. No, this was Sunday. Sorry, Sunday. She said, that there my baby daddy and husband always got my back. I love you. Gosh, I'm so late to the game. I've been sick and busy investing in billion-dollar companies and running my beauty company. Definitely not dancing to be petty. I think I've proved 23 times over, not counting 4 gold medals, that I simply don't have the time for petty. All love and respect always. Nothing negative here.
And she left some stuff out, if you really want to be honest.
You're a liar. You went out there and you just did that to step all over Drake. And I'm going to tell you, if I was your husband, I wouldn't have had none of it.
Correct. I wouldn't have had any of it either.
Like, yo.
You still in love with him or something? Like,
why you got to go out there and do this? Let him just get embarrassed on TV with keeping your face off of it, woman.
But that should give a little validity to the point of she wasn't studying Drake.
Oh, BS,
right?
Bro. Okay, so the whole damn thing's about Drake and Drizzy and A minor?
He's from Compton. He's from Compton. She's from Compton. That's the connection.
Oh, no. They had 2 of his ex-girlfriends
Two
up
of
there,
them.
and she was one of them.
And
They both were right there on a specific pedestal doing the same damn dance. Don't give me some BS. You know what? I know deny till the day you die. But I can tell when you lying to me.
Drake's daddy, 901-360-8255.
And by the way, the other thing is like, I did have to say this, though. Drake, though, I didn't even know he dropped this. Did you see where he dropped a few bars?
He's always dropping bars. Where you see these at?
He basically called, like, Serena, her boyfriend. Like, Drake said that Serena's boyfriend is just a groupie.
He's a rich groupie, though. He's a billionaire, so hey.
He's a billionaire?
Yeah. She ain't on that beach looking weird with him for nothing, Johnny.
Damn, I didn't know he was a billionaire. I don't know, man. I can't stand Drake. But I will tell you, she was lying. Like, it's the Super Bowl halftime, and it's Kendrick Lamar. By the way, why was Kendrick performing the Super Bowl? Why did he win all those Grammys? Oh, because he went golden shower all over Drizzy's head. That's why they call him Drizzy, because boy's dripping. Not in money or bling bling or the other things. I don't know. I don't like him. And by the way, you want to make a little sidebar bet?
What you got?
We ever found out who the pilot was that flipped that plane yesterday?
Yesterday. Nope. Not as of yet.
You want to make a wager?
Wager on what?
As a man? I mean, it's not a man. It's got to be a woman, right?
Because it flipped over?
Yes. And thank God nobody has passed away. All 80 are
all 80.
cool. All of them Gucci. Plane's messed up. It looked a little scary, too. You know, like
Very.
Flipped upside down. You're dangling like a bat.
And all 80 people are safe because of recent technology within the past 25 years. Did you know that?
Nope.
They I guess they basically reestablished the qualifications for the floorboarding on a plane,
So it's
just
not,
in case
so it's
that
like
ever
flame
happened.
retardant.
Not necessarily flame retardant,
so it
so
doesn't
it
get
could loose.
crushed?
Yeah, so they doesn't get crushed. And then the doors, if you notice, the emergency doors opened upside down. They reinforced all of those, the doors and the floors, about 25 years ago for a situation like this. And look at what happened. Saved lives.
Saving lives, baby. By the way, though, man, planes be falling lately.
Man, scary. Very.
Would you rather ride in a car with Chas, my girlfriend who can't
Car.
drive,
Car.
or a plane? Are you
Car.
serious?
I'm afraid of heights. I'd rather I fly when I have to, but I'm a car guy. You know, I was driving from Jacksonville, hell, every other week. Like, I'm a car guy.
I'm a plane man.
I'm a car guy till you give me bad weather. You start with that bad weather and 18 wheelers, I get to praying.
Oh
on
my
it.
God. Okay, so if it snows, you're not going to be here tomorrow, are you?
I will be, of course, unless I can't get out of the neighborhood. That's the only reason I missed you last time. I couldn't get out in time. It was like you got to shovel and move this and move that. Yeah.
Never missed a day because of snow.
You gotta wake up at like 6 a.m. to get out of my neighborhood with snow, if it's bad.
Damn. That's nuts, buddy.
Maybe I needed a gate to protect me from the snow.
I guess so. Do you know who Liv Morgan is?
Liv Morgan. I've heard the name before.
She's a WWE Raw superstar.
There we go. Okay.
She's actually very good looking. She's not very nice, though. A lot of people always profess their love to him. And do you know what her common reply is?
She's married.
No, she gives him the double middle fingers.
What?
Yep.
Oh, and she shouts what?
Bleep you.
No, she shouts, "I love you." I see her. I pull something up. Says she's giving fans middle fingers and shouting,
That's right. She
"I
does that.
love you."
You're right. I thought it was F you because I was just watching her mouth move and there's always assumptions.
Yeah.
Because then, of course, I went and took my eyes off of her face, went down to that one word. We were so fascinated, the top, the front, and the side view. And then saw her fingers go up, so I just assumed it was the F one.
I won't tell you who I have my WWE crush on. You'll kill me.
I mean, I almost killed you the other day when you said you wanted Sarah Huckabee Sanders, a.k.a. the first child of Mr. Ed.
All right, so since you go to the Huckabee me, Nia Jax, I think her big self is actually kind of cute. I do it.
You're killing me.
I just gaslight you sometimes.
You're killing me.
Huckabee and Jax. Come here.
I will say, though, Sarah Huckabee Sanders is the only person on planet Earth probably you could throw a bit in her mouth and ride her down the street just like a horse.
Hey, my girlfriend.
She wouldn't skip a beat. She could talk and everything. Big old mouth. Hey, you can always got a pickup line. What is that big old mouth good for?
What was the pickup line you said last week? Would that work on
It's
it?
the one that works every
Jiggles
single time. You just simply say, I like the way you jiggle.
To Sarah Huckabee, and what's her response gonna be? I ain't got nothing to jiggle. Like, she ain't jiggling, John.
Please, that girl G jiggling. Oh yeah, she's now on the Ozempic. That's right. Bro, by the way, I gotta say something. I'm a little bit worried. I don't know if that Ozempic stuff's really good for you, bro.
It's gonna come out that it's probably not, But that's always down the line. It's like, did you take this 25 years ago? If so, join this class action lawsuit. So,
Well, I mean, I'm not mad because you want to look better, and if it gets you skinnier, and it works for some people.
Oprah took so much. Gail lost 12 pounds.
Dude, I heard that from Cat Williams.
Yeah, you heard that?
That was so damn funny. I like how Cat Williams. It's too strong. It's like the fentanyl of weight loss. It'll either kill you or you will be feeling real good. Cat Williams.
That's a great
funny.
Cat Williams bite.
That was funny as hell. There are some other funny ones that he had. What was it that Cat Williams made me laugh so hard about? Oh, the cocaine in the White House. Dude, Cat was so funny about that. He's like, you mean to tell me that the FBI
That a bag of cocaine
could not figure out whose cocaine was in the White House? What kind of investigation did you do? It's found in Hunter Biden's room. You know he's a crackhead. I'm telling you, that does not give you much confidence in the FBI. if they couldn't figure out whose blow was in the White House.
They didn't want to know.
Oh, I know they didn't. Like, that's like, by the way, though, you might as well have told him because then Joe was going to pardon him. Yo, dog, you can do anything you want. I will say, Hunter didn't go as buck wild as I thought. Like, I saw some of them videos on the early ones when he was over in Russia with a bunch of, like, whoa. And the other thing I just want to ask, just a quick sidebar. Like, I'm not a selfie taker.
Neither am I.
I'm not a big picture guy. I do have some slight regrets because I don't put the things on the Facebook and all that good stuff. But, like, you know, it was kind of nice. Like, my daughter was scrolling through a little thing showing me. I mean, she had pictures going back to when she was, like, little. Not Lil Polo style, but Lil. But I'm just not a big picture taker. I can tell you one thing, though. As much as I admit on the radio, I'm not taking pictures of me doing drugs. I don't do drugs, number one, seriously, unless they legal, at least in some states. Because it ain't all states, but you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, definitely know what you're saying.
But I know one thing. I sure wouldn't put a picture on a phone of me smoking crack rocks with prostitutes, talking crazy, or why would you sit in your bathroom and smoke crack?
I need to put that on a t-shirt. Why would you sit in the bathroom and smoke crack?
And videotape yourself. Did you want to be like, yo, man, hey, let me watch myself high. It'll motivate me to get out of bed to go get high again today. Is that like a motivational tape for him?
I don't know, John. I don't smoke crack. We may have to open it up to the line. I guess. I don't know.
Man, I have a feeling like anybody out there like smoking crack ain't listening to us right now.
If they are, they're having a ball laughing at us saying, you don't know what you're talking about.
Man, by the way, man, this one dude smoked so smart he came in with the most, like, this is genius. He's genius. This guy's genius. Yo, dude, remember Fin? I remember
you see
that.
My guy? You see that? He dated a girl
who looked good but became crazier than bat poo.
On the Fin?
On that Fin. You know what, man? Like, anything that makes you skinnier probably does. Like, if you do yay, meth, Fin, Ozempic, it's gonna likely make you a little crazy. Like, some people take that, what is it, Adderall, the one that is the medication I probably should take.
It's for those with the attention deficits.
ADD and ADHD. Like, that stuff, I think will make you a little cray-cray. Because, like, girls don't be eating on that stuff. Like, I even asked the girl, why you take that? You got ADD? She's like, no, I don't like to eat.
Yep, she
was
said
like,
no.
oh, damn. Okay. That just reminds me, like, back, never mind, I'm getting off topic, and I realize the time. I don't have much left. I do need to tell you that we're going to gamble on the other side, but I did want to remind you about the Owner's Box. It's out in Lakeland Town Square. You head out there, it's like I think it's the best sports bar going. Like, I love this joint. Food is straight fire, 24 beers on tap, full bar, Tito's everywhere, wine list, upscale menu. They have the whole NFL package. I saw you can see any game. They got NCAA, all the games on all the TVs. They got the holy cow package. They got all the games at the Owner's Box. Again, go check them out. They're in Lakeland Town Square. That's where food, drinks, cool people all come together to watch a little sports. Don't touch the dial. We're gambling. On the other side, Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Broadcasting from the Family Leisure Studio, we are Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Hey everybody, the new Silverado deal of the year, maybe the decade, is here in Olive Branch at All Star Chevrolet, where all the Silverados are. Yes, you can get financing down to 2.9, plus make no payments for 90 days. Finance your new Blazer, 1.9, no payments for 90 days. Look, it's still love month, so come get a new Silverado or Blazer. You will love no payments till May, and your good credit deserves it. If you're law enforcement, first responders, healthcare, military, education, recent grad, you get an extra $500 bonus. And if you're looking for certified Silverado Tahoe Suburbans, they're right here at All-Star Chevy in Olive Branch. Every pre-owned you want, Fords, Hondas, Hyundais, dozens of Silverados, they're all here. And if you have any vehicle you want to sell, bring it here to All-Star Chevy in Olive Branch and get the most money for it today. Together, let's drive. AllStarAutoGroup.com.
I have so many people tell me they hear my ads on this station and that they want to know if I'm really as bad a golfer as everyone says. This is Sheldon Rosengarten with Mark's Bensdorf Realtors. And yes, I hate to say I am. I wish I were in my 90s because I could then tell people I shoot my age. But being a bad golfer is not terrible because I devote so much of my time to selling homes to keep my clients happy. Over the many years in the real estate business, I developed a highly successful strategic marketing program, not merely a listing program. Using preparation, presentation, and proper pricing, it works. If you're thinking of selling, talk to 2 to 3 real estate brokers and make sure that I am one of them. Find out why people often say that when you want the job done, call Shell Dunn. That's Shell Dunn Rosengarten, 483-0546 or MemphisRelocate.com. Do it now. Shell Dunn, 483-0546 or MemphisRelocate.com.
You get the best of Memphis for lunch and dinner at Elwood Shack. Choose from house pastrami, corned beef, smoked turkey, roast beef, roast pork, beef brisket, and pulled shoulders, all made in-house. Elwood's fresh baked bread is delivered daily from the our bakery in Cordova, and all Elwood's cakes and sweet treats come from Frost Bakery. Open daily for lunch and dinner at Elwood Shack on summer in the Lowe's parking lot. And the newest Elwood's at 4045 across from Northern. Get the best of Memphis anywhere else at Elwood Shack.
Bobby J says get to the Gossett Kia President's Day sales event today at Gossett Kia on the Pike. You'll find 2025 Kia K4 LXS for less than $5 a day at $159 a month with class-leading torque and fuel efficiency. 2025 Kia Telluride S with more power, larger cargo bed area, and more ground clearance than Nissan Pathfinder $398 a month. 2025 Sportage EX, better overall consumer rating than Toyota RAV4, longer warranty for Evans.com at $279 a month. All with $49.99 due at signing. Plus Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Call Bobby J. He'll put you in a new Kia today. Gossett Kia 1900 Covington Pike. Online, KiaCovingtonPike.com.
If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motor Cars.
Acquisition fee 20,000 miles per year, 20 cents excess mileage. K4 SEO 233118, MSRP 25320. Telluride SG 59624, MSRP 41060. Sportage S719 2005, MSRP 30660. Includes all rebates and incentives. Must finance through KFA. Excludes tax filing license 895 PF with approved credit. Dealer stock only. CD for complete details. Offer valid through 3/2/2025.
But you gotta be willing to take the hit and not point the finger saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that and that ain't you. You're better than that. Now back.
Uh-oh. That's like Memphis tomorrow. Bleeped up. Got a texter said, John, I can tell you don't watch the weather. There's going to be 2 or 3 inches of snow on the ground before you get up. Well, I'll be drinking Tito's tomorrow. And I'll be on the air. Don't worry. I'll be all right. We got to make a little bit of money, though. I'm fired up. I got a total for you. I feel real good about this game. It's 6 o'clock. It's on ESPN2, so you can watch it. The total is 156.5 right now. And I know the Gator boys like to do a little scoring. They're at home. Todd Goldenshower has been really, really good when he's on the court.
You're so wrong. You said the Tigers felt like this yesterday. You're so wrong.
But I will say, the total of 156.5, I can see the Gators getting to 80. But do you think the Sooners are going to score 70? Hell no. They're terrible. Go under 156.5, but if you want to make it a little fresher like I like to do, every single game in college basketball, I don't know why it does this. I've been watching this for years, and when I take an under, you watch the first 2 minutes, they'll make 1 or 2 baskets. The total will move up like 4 or 5 points. That's when you grab that under. When that sucker hits under 160 tonight, pound that joint. Give it more than the 2 to 3 inches of snow that we're going to get tonight. Make sure you get out in the world, get a little bit of Tito's on your way home. It's going to snow, 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 and snow. But don't worry, I'll be back tomorrow. What are we going to do tomorrow, Darian?
More bets and deep thoughts with John Harden.
Oh, deep thoughts.
I missed last Wednesday. We got to make sure we get deep thoughts going.
We got this tomorrow and so much more. Y'all get out there, make the world a better place. I'll see y'all on the flip side. Peace.
At Jason's Deli, when you're dining in